Hi everyone, this is Team 5 with Sierra, Ethan, and Austin, and we are doing our Management in Action presentation on SAS.
The company SAS started out in 1966. They were a company that focused in agricultural data that was being collected through USDA grants. They didn't have any computerized statistical analysis program at this time. They just did not exist. 8 universities came together under the grant from the National Institutes of Health to develop the program Statistical Analysis System, which was the birth of SAS. The company named itself after the statistical analysis software, literally SAS. The software continued to expand across the industries to nearly 100 customers, and their first SAS user conference had over 300 attendees, and the company continued to grow. By 1980, SAS had new headquarters, where their culture took off, and we'll get to that. They also had their first subsidiary, which was the SAS Software Limited in London, UK. Currently, SAS is consistently regarded as one of the best companies to work for across the globe. In 2012, the Great Place to Work Institute created its first list of the world's best multinational workplaces, and SAS took the #1 spot. It has only been second to Google ever since. These rankings are based on a combination of employee surveys along with an analysis by the Institute. The company now has 83,000 customer sites across 146 countries with nearly 14,000 employees, and sales have risen every year of the company's existence. In 2015, it celebrated its 40th year of record revenue. In 2018, their revenue reached $3.27 billion. For a company that has continually grown throughout the years, it makes a person wonder, what are they doing right? The founder and chief executive of SAS, James Goodnight, simply believes that it is his duty to maintain a work environment that keeps creative employees coming back every morning.
As Austin mentioned, SAS is continuously regarded as one of the best companies to work for in the world. The way that they do that is through a very strong culture and a very, very long list of perks. So on top of the typical corporate benefits like health insurance, paid time off, and retirement accounts, they also have a whole host of extras that really go above and beyond to provide their employees with a healthy work-life balance and at the same time an inspiration to really excel at SAS and bring their best self to work every day. So as an employee at SAS, you can drop off your toddler at daycare and then mosey on over to the parental parenting seminars to learn more about how to be a better parent. If you need to get a workout in, you can head over to the on-site fitness center or go to yoga or even go for a run in the 40+ miles of running trails that they have on campus. And while you're there, you can check out the new art and sculptures that they have around campus. If you're feeling stressed, you can head over to the meditation garden or even get a massage on site. And when you get hungry, you can head on over to the on-site cafeteria and get an organic lunch. On top of that, if you need to leave early to pick up your son from school, you can work from home for the rest of the day and your manager will trust that you'll get the work done and you don't have to sweat it. You can even get a haircut on site before you leave. So they truly have you covered for everything you could want and more at work. So what more could you ask? SAS also has a really strong culture for their employees. They truly value curiosity, passion, authenticity, and accountability, and they ensure that their employees are able to channel that as well. They also want their employees to feel trusted in the work that they do and in the decisions that they make. They see creativity and innovation as really important in their culture and in the success of their company, so they reward that innovation and they encourage taking risks without penalty. On top of that, managers are rewarded for developing and growing their employees. So managers can excel when their employees excel. So overall, with all these benefits, employees truly feel that they are valued and the work they do is meaningful. So this translates to a very productive team of 14,000 employees.
In the manager's brief section of our presentation, we were asked the question to consider whether generosity is enough to bring out employees' best work aimed at the company's goals and priorities. If not, what other efforts should managers make? We felt as a group that generosity is a key component to motivate employees, but not the only factor that gets them to bring out their best work. We feel it is important that businesses focus on other areas to bring out employees' best work, including creating healthy workplace culture, making work meaningful and satisfying, and making work conditions acceptable. Focusing on these factors is a good balance of extrinsic reward, that is reward given to employees directly from a boss, and intrinsic reward, meaning reward a worker derives directly from performing the job itself. Creating a healthy culture and making sure that work is meaningful and engaging will particularly lead to increased intrinsic reward, resulting in happier employees and increased productivity. We felt that SAS got these concepts right in several ways. A quote from Jack Pohl, their Director of Recreation and Employee Services, states, "When people are treated as if they are important and truly make a difference, their loyalty and engagement soar." The payoffs of SAS's commitment to employees can be seen in the fact that their sales have risen every year of the company's existence. This is nearly unheard of in any industry and could not be achieved without considerable employee buy-in. Additionally, employee turnover is less than 5%, while the industry average is greater than 20%. Even with constant growth, SAS has few open positions, and those that are in very high demand for obvious reasons. SAS has successfully created a workplace culture that employees thrive in and want to be a part of.
In the progress report section of the Management in Action, we were asked what kinds of reinforcement and feedback do we think would be the most useful and productive with SAS employees. With their history, positive reinforcement clearly fits the culture that SAS has created. This positive reinforcement is essentially applying a positive consequence that increases the likelihood that the person will repeat the behavior that led to it. Employees are encouraged to tackle challenges in new ways that does not always result in success. The company's founder and chief executive, James Goodnight, describes SAS's culture as one that rewards innovation, encourages employees to try new things, and yet does not penalize them for taking chances. In addition, a recent poll of the company's employees revealed that they believed the organization had great communication. These effective avenues for communication provide a positive environment to give and receive feedback. Feedback can be offered in many ways. For example, a person can simply provide statistics on work that a person has directly influenced. We were also asked, how should SAS managers apply the implications of the expectancy theory to keep the company's innovation? We feel that consistent recognition and reward of employees who innovate and excel the company forward is the most effective way for SAS managers to apply the implications of the expectancy theory.
The question of motivation came up in the onward section of the book, and we think that SAS does an incredible job of making its jobs motivating. So as mentioned before, they have a really strong culture. They want their employees to feel trusted, and they want them to have the freedom to take risks and be creative and try new things. So that gives a high level of autonomy, high level of flexibility, and really good recipe for employees to thrive. Second to that, they want their employees to feel that their work is meaningful. So as quoted by the founder and CEO, if you treat people as if they make a difference, they will make a difference. And based on the numbers, I think SAS does a very thorough job of making their employees feel like they are making a difference. One of the ways that they do that is that their interactions are based on trust, respect, and bold motivation to drive change. So this translates to employees truly caring about the outcome, and they want the company to be successful. And of course, on top of that, they also offer the long list of perks that we went through earlier in the presentation. So some ways that they could enhance motivation at SAS could be to put more emphasis on building confidence in employees. They could offer more in-house trainings and additional support and resources. Also, they could increase employee recognition and also gather feedback from employees on what more they want to get out of work.
Continuing with the onward section of our presentation, we were asked the question, what elements of SAS's approach to motivation do you think would contribute more to job satisfaction than to performance, and why? As a group, we felt that including organic food, free haircuts, and a beautiful grounds for recreation and exercise mainly contribute to job satisfaction rather than work performance. However, this question is interesting because the concepts of job satisfaction and work performance are directly related. Generally, individuals that are happier with their jobs are higher performing because of it.